For most, being a highly talented three-sport athlete in one of Pennsylvania's most elite high school conferences is a challenge alone. But for Bethel Park graduate-to-be Anthony Chiccitt, those efforts were rivaled by the diagnosis of stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. After getting the grave news on February 12th of 2019, Chiccitt took this challenge head-on, competing in his junior baseball season while undergoing chemotherapy. Chiccitt returned back for his senior year after beating the disease and showed that he hadn't lost a step. He led the Bethel Park football team to a 7-4 record as the quarterback, throwing for over 1,000 yards and scoring 11 touchdowns. Then on the basketball court, Anthony Chiccitt earned all-conference honors while scoring over 10 points a game. In February of his senior year, Chiccitt also announced that he would be continuing his career as a student-athlete at Robert Morris University as a member of the football team. And while Chiccitt did lose his senior baseball season due to the coronavirus pandemic, his spirits were brightened when he was awarded the WPIAL Courage Award and was inducted into the WPIAL Hall of Fame, sharing the headliner spot with future NFL Hall of Fame cornerback Darrelle Revis. Chiccitt is now approaching his first year at Robert Morris University, where he will use his experience from past challenges as fuel for what is next to come. This is Names to Know with Anthony Chiccitt. Hello everyone and welcome to the Inside Voice Sports Show. This is Names to Know with Anthony Chiccitt. Anthony, I gotta admit, I was doing play-by-play for one of your basketball games against Woodland Hills, and I asked your stat keeper, who should I watch out for this on this team, and he gave me your name and told me your story, and since that moment I knew I wanted to have a conversation with you and get to hear your story. So Anthony, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us.
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
So Anthony, we'll get right into it. Tell me about how you got involved in sports and what being a student athlete has meant to you throughout your career.
Well, I've been involved with sports since, I was four or five. My parents got me into it. My dad's coached me. He's been there, taught me everything, just from throwing in the driveway, shooting hoops in the driveway, taking me to the cages, ever since. Can't even remember. I've just always been a student athlete. Three sports just kept me busy, kept me out of trouble, and I really enjoy it. So it's not like I'm just doing it to stay busy. I love it.
Yeah. And from what I've read, it seems that you had a pretty level-headed approach throughout your cancer treatment. But what was it like for you at the moment when you were diagnosed?
It was definitely scary, but I was calmer than most people probably would be. But the first thing I asked was my first two questions I asked when they told me were, what are the percentage of beating it and how long will it take? Because I wanted to be ready for my senior football season, and I actually wasn't really expecting her because she told me that I would not to worry about it because I'd be able to play anyways, no matter what, and she let me play baseball too. So that was definitely uplifting and definitely made it a lot better than it would have been if she would have told me otherwise.
And most people struggle with the effects of chemo alone. How did you manage to continue through your baseball season while battling some of the symptoms like fatigue and nausea?
It was definitely tough. Some days I had to, I would have to get blood on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, so I had an excuse to use to come in late, so I would be on it medical absence. And so some days I would kind of, even though I wasn't getting blood, I would kind of use that to sleep in and get some extra sleep if I wasn't feeling it that day. And that definitely helped a lot. And it was just a mindset because definitely I was fatigued, but as the season went on, I got more and more used to it. And my teammates definitely helped me out through that. And, just keeping my mind off, the fatigue, the cancer and everything just was also very helpful. So it was kind of just a mindset.
And Anthony, James Conner is a staple in the Pittsburgh community and is also a survivor of Hodgkin's lymphoma. I know that he sent you a signed ball, but how much of an influence was he throughout your battle with cancer, knowing that he has been through many of the same things that you have?
Yeah, it was actually awesome I didn't know that he had the same thing until I looked it up, and it was kind of cool to see that, he did the same thing. His third year at Pitt, my third year in high school, just seeing him battle that throughout the off season, and then be ready for his senior season, which is what I did. So that was definitely an inspiration. And also one night I reached out to him on Instagram. I DM'd him, tell him about my story and how I'm a big fan and Pitt fan and Steeler fan. And he actually responded to me like in a minute, and I was super surprised. And he just kept a little combo with me, and that was very uplifting and cool to see.
That's awesome. So let's go ahead and move on to what you have going on now. You unfortunately missed out on your final baseball season because of the coronavirus. It seemed like baseball was one of your better sports. Your team was primed to make a nice run during the season. What was your mindset and the rest of your team's mindset knowing that your high school athletic career was over?
It was definitely very heartbreaking. We were all holding out hope, and it really hadn't hit me yet. I don't know about, I can speak for my other teammates, but I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago they officially canceled it, like the spring sports season, and it definitely crushed all of us. We just have like group chat that we stay in touch with, and everyone was just devastated, and a lot of Instagram posts and pictures being sent around of the last 14 years that we spent together. So not being able to finish our final season, especially when we were preseason ranked to the #1 team, and probably a favorite to win the Whitfield title, kind of sucks not to be able to finish that.
And Anthony, you'll be heading to Robert Morris University in the fall to start your college football career. You were a standout athlete in all three sports that you played, so what led you to choosing football for the next step of your career?
I think last year I was starting to get a lot of interest for football. I also had baseball interest, but it wasn't as heavy. And my junior year, I think I had a lot of football coaches coming in to see me, keeping in touch with me, inviting me to camps and stuff. So I figured that's probably my best chance. And I loved football, so I like all three sports equally. So it didn't really matter which one I was going to play in college. And they gave me the most interest, so I decided to work towards that, and it ended up working out for me.
And are you planning on playing quarterback at Robert Morris?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're really kind of entering this process at a very weird time in history right now. You have college football coming up in the fall. What is your workout schedule? What are you doing right now to make sure you're ready for whenever you head to the college level?
They actually just sent me a training packet 5 days of the week, Monday through Friday, that I have to follow. And, they have a good system where they send, home workouts, outdoor workouts, to make sure you're getting stuff done even if you don't have equipment. And I'm lucky enough to have some equipment, so I'm able to get the home workouts done. And, just then going out and finding a field that, since most are closed, luckily there's one that's open in Bethel, though. So I can go there and get my running in, and usually spend about 2 hours a day doing that.
And what have some of the conversations been like with your coaches and recruiters?
They keep in touch probably like once or twice a week, just to check in, see how I'm doing, see how the family's doing. But then last week when I was inducted into the Whitfield Hall of Fame, a quarterback coach texted me, he was joking around with me, had a funny combo, and then the head coach called me, congratulating me. And just basically keeping in touch once or twice a week and checking in on how I'm doing.
And that actually leads me right into my next question. You were inducted into the Whitfield Hall of Fame. Tell me about the moment you found out about that and what it meant to you as an athlete.
Well, I knew it was during basketball seasons. I think it was back in like January, February, where my AD came up to me and told me that I'd be winning, that they put my name in for the Whitfield Courage Award, and I didn't know what it was. And he told me, we put your name in, but you're going to win. So I was like, oh, all right, I guess I already won it. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just going to be like go to a banquet, receive a plaque or something. And they sent an email out a couple weeks ago and said I'd be inducted in the Whitfield Hall of Fame. And I didn't believe it at first. I was like, because my mom told me I was going to be inducted in the Whitfield Hall of Fame. And I didn't believe it. I was like, are you sure? Did you read that right? And, I had to double check the email. And it was definitely really cool. And then finally, when the ceremony came on, it was just awesome to see, me being put in with a lot of Whitfield greats, especially Darrell Revis, which is an idol of mine, a Pitt legend, a Whitfield legend. And it was just awesome to see that. And the news later that night had my name and Darrell Rivas headlining the Whitfield Hall of Fame, which was really cool to have my same name in a headline with Darrell Rivas, who's probably going to be a Hall of Famer.
And Anthony, my final question for you. You're still a teenager, but you've been through more in your life than most people will throughout their entire life. What would your advice be to kids coming up through the high school level that are facing adversity, whether it's illness or not making a team or any kind of adversity that someone might face throughout their life?
Definitely just to keep pushing. Everything's able to be overcome. Whatever they're going through, it's just a bump in the road, and if they just keep the course and stay working hard, that they can overcome it. Just to pursue your dreams, because you can always make them come true.
All right, well, Anthony, your strength and courage definitely impresses anyone who hears your story. I'd personally like to wish you the best of luck as you head to your college football career. Keep grinding, keep pushing, and only you can define what's possible for yourself. Have a good one, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.